Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Here's Watson.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Pete Warner.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Flushed out right and able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They look to throw. It's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The intended receiver was Thaddeus Moss.
That'll bring up second down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Throwing on second and long. Locke. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Block now to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Jamel Dean right there on the coverage.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Locke gonna go on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's second down. Throwing again is Watson. Howard has the first down and then some, as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The give is to Jones. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Zach Bond coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? From the 50, it's Watson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down.
So pass interference to call. That's going to set him up with a first down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The official's letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the first quarter.
Watson on first down.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Flush to his right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Second and 10.
They fake the handoff, now lock. Flushed out right.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression, jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Watson.
A check down here to Jones.
The broken tackle couldn't create a ton of space. He'll be taken down just beyond the 35-yard line.
Not much there, only a yard. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And that's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Fights through him. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Saints. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Had a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing now is Locke. Eluding the pressure right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Wants now to kick this one away.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Gronk's first catch, good for a first down. Running right, Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Watson, off play action. On the move to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Howard. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Bring it!
And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And Hall not going to bring this one out.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now a first down throw. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. A shotgun snap for Watson.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Pete Werner able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. That's taken it around the 40. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
They'll go with Hill here on first down.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Devin White, the Bucs' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on this stop.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Looking long for Thomas.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
Block working out of the gun. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A very solid gain of 27.
On first down, Locke.
This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, it's Locke.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Devin White, the linebacker. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by... Sean Murphy bunting.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Watson. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Gronk, so tough to cover. Sometimes the flag's going to come out.
His size and his ability create a lot of these pass interference calls. If you're trying to go through him to get to the ball, that's almost impossible, and he benefits on the play.
On 1st and 10, Watson. On the screen, Bernard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and goal, Watson forced out to his left toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is... And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard. In the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They start the second half with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. On 2nd and 9. Lock. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw it is Lock. Underneath here to Hill. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Lock gonna throw. Throw left side, gonna be taken in by Harris. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his target, Harris. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On play action, Lock. He'll buy some time right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incomplete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brian Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
On first down, Watson looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. So they will set up shop. Excellent field position in the red zone at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he's got it. Touchdown. Saints. Thaddeus Moss. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Lutz good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. No run back here for Hall, and this will come out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Here's Watson. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. To throw is Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson goes right side, complete to Gronk. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got Gronkowski yet again. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Again, it's Watson. He drops it off for Bernard. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
the red zone now. Watson throwing the out route and complete. It's Evans. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Bernard. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Watson. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
From the gun, it's Locke.
Well, left side complete to Troutman.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
11 more on that one and another first down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Throwing on first down is Locke. A dump off now to Hill. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Locke off of play action. They'll roll him out right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flush to his right. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Thaddeus Moss with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Peyton Turner in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and he finds Gronk. And he's out right at the 25. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going deep for Brown. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will take this one home. It's a
defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. That's good on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here comes Hall. He's going to bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
Now it's Watson. That's complete. Bernard finding room at the 30. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line.
Good job, fellas. Good job.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Watson. Flushed out right.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Antonio Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bucs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start the drive with Hill. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going again on the ground here with Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Back to throw. Lock. Open man is Michael Thomas.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. On first down, Hill. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans, and they were buoyed.